Good morning, everyone. Can I get a sound check here? And I'll get my echo off. Good, good, good. All right, sound is good. Mic is working. For those of you who don't know me, I am Nate G. I'm the other Nate in the room, also known as G Money to those who are in the know. And I just want to start off by just saying I am streaming from a satellite location. So what you're seeing is a smaller screen. I'm also trading without my multiple monitors, and so if sound drops out or the stream is a little choppy, I apologize. The rest of the week I'll be back at the home trading setup with proper streaming, broadband, and all that. So I'm hoping this goes really smoothly. I have about 30 minutes here before Nate comes on for Profit Surge Trader. Normally I would be on for about an hour. Yes, I'm in space. I'm actually one of the astronauts that's stuck for the next 6 to 8 months at the International Space Station. So I thought I would just stream from here if that's okay with you guys. Oh, good. Sounds the best of the day. I love to hear that. All right, Fog. Well, let's talk about those. Tell you a little bit about myself. I've been trading with Nate Bear for I don't know, about 10 years or so. D-Man as well for nearly the same amount of time. And we all just love the idea, the three of us love the idea of being in a room, a community that is all like-minded people looking for the same kind of trade setups and really getting the most out of our trading. So we also like to needle each other quite a bit and give each other a bunch of grief, which as the week progresses you'll start to see us needle each other quite a bit. But my trading style is I have two main trading sort of edges. The first one being I am a TPS style trader, which is the same as Nate Bear's primary trading style, where we are looking for a trend, a pattern, and a squeeze. That's the TPS, and we'll go over that quite a bit over the next few days. You'll really start to learn. We're getting a nice little bounce here in a bunch of names and in the indices. And we'll do a lot of those. And what you'll find from me is I come in and I set these up with stop areas, point of control areas, and targets. And this is a trade that we put on last week in BBY. It's slightly going against us at the moment, but it hasn't broken our stop area, and we've still got some time here on this option. So we're letting it play out, see what happens with it. This was a 78-minute squeeze on BBY. So that's the kind of the primary edge that I use. And then a secondary one is the sniper trades, which you've heard a lot about just kind of in chat here today. And I'll go over what a sniper trade is right now, kind of quickly, and then we'll go through that a little bit more detail as the week goes on. I'll do a full sniper trade training session, and I have a bunch of videos on YouTube as well on that kind of a trading style, and a bunch of other TPS styles, how to set up your charts, etc. Put a one in chat right now if you are, oh, thank you. I'm the comedian in residence. Put a one in chat if you're still having trouble setting up your trading view charts and can't get them to look like Nate and mine and everyone else. Okay. So we can go through a little bit on how to set up a trading view chart. There's also a video I created on that, which I can put in here into chat to kind of help you set up your charts during some downtime, maybe during the lunch hour. As this open house goes, yes, this is you're looking at TradeStation right now. So what will look the most familiar is this, right? This is a standard TPS style chart with volume profile on the left hand side and our TTM squeeze here on the bottom. And this is kind of a standard chart you'll see from Nate and myself. And D-Man uses TC2000, but his look very, very similar, right? This kind of weird colored one is my sniper trade chart, which I can show you how to set up, and I can also share with you the setup for it. But being able to set up your own charts and being able to make sure you know how to make changes to your charts as well, if there's something you want to add to your chart or you're experimenting for yourself, is going to be really important. So as we go, I'll put a link to that video in, and you can watch it during your downtime or when the market's closed, because during the course of the day, you're going to be getting fed with so much information. It's like drinking through a fire hose, really. And I'm generally the guy that will slow most of it down for you, right? And that's kind of my job here is to really slow it down and make sure that you can kind of understand what's going on. So keep in mind, we have a week, right? Fog, I am recording, so we are good to go. Thank you for the reminder. We have a full week, so don't think you have to get all this information and absorb it and understand it within the first 2 hours of the first day. Nate Bear was saying earlier today that don't think you have to put on a massively sized trade in the first trade post that comes in and make all your money in the first hour of trading on the Monday, right? Use this as a learning experience, right? Take small trades until you understand the methodology behind each one, and then learn why they're done and use this to further your trading, right? Once you understand the why and the how, then you're able to do this for yourself. And what you'll find is, and many members in here can vouch for this, and I know that I used to love this when I was still learning and in one of Nate Bear's rooms, is when I would find and put on a trade prior to Nate finding it, or put on a trade and then post that in the room, like, hey, I'm in this, right? Yeah, John, I talk slower, but that's just because my brain works slower, right? It's and then that satisfaction of knowing that you put on a trade and then put it in the room, and Nate or D-Man or myself liked it and also put on that trade, means you're going in the right direction, right? You're understanding what's happening, and you can really start to see this stuff for yourself and notice it before we do. Yeah, sorry, for those of you who are just joining, I am Nate G. I also trade and present in this room along with D-Man. The main people the main person that posts trades in here is Nate Bear. But what I will do along with Nate Dogg, Nate, I go by many names, Coach. I also go by Coach. It's surprising. Um, but man, I just lost my little train of thought there. Um, because I'm also trying to catch up on chat, and chat with this many people is just flying. So, at any rate, we will go through all of the trading methodologies, and you can ask all the questions you need to. But use this as a learning experience, because we all had to do that as well when we were growing and learning. So the first edge that I have is the TPS method, and Nate's been going through that. I will also go through that, and I use these same charts, minute charts. I have 15, 30, 65, 78, 130. My favorite is basically the 30-minute up through the 78-minute. I just love those squeezes. And so here you can see on BBY, yes, the squeeze has broken, but it hasn't closed below my stop. So I'm still in this, looking for a little bit of a break and reclaim. If it breaks my stop, I am out, right? So that's an important thing to learn here in this room, is know when to cut a trade, right? And know when to let a trade run. So knowing before you put a trade on what your targets are, you can see my two targets here, right? I have a target number 1 at the break of the most recent high. And then my target number 2 is a Fibonacci extension. You heard Nate and D-Man talk about it this morning, to this 1272 extension, right? And I can measure that myself, and I can put my target in right there. And so as we go this week, we'll start searching for those kinds of trades and putting those on and marking these up, right? And making sure that we're all very clear in where our stop levels are and our target levels are. What platform is best to trade on? There's so many that I think trading wise, it just comes down to whatever platform you like to use and that you have access to. Trading, TradeStation, Thinkorswim, Schwab, E-Trade, Tasty Trade, all of those are fine, right? All of those are just fine. But when it comes to charting, there are some clear best applications, and TradingView and TC2000 are easily the two best. Now, for those of you in the room, put a 5 in chat if you are trading and charting on Thinkorswim. Okay, there's a lot of you. So I'm going to do this for those of you who, wow, there's a lot of you. All right. Well, how about I do a full session? What's a 4? Somebody put a 4 in there. I'll do a whole session on setting up your Thinkorswim charts. If you want, I do have a video. Hold on, I will pull this up and I will put it in on setting up your Thinkorswim charts from scratch for TPS style trading, which is what Nate Bear will be doing the most of. Hold on just a second. TPS charts. There it is. So this is a full video. This is TOS charts. Chart setup. This is how to set up your Thinkorswim charts from scratch. Okay, you can watch that, bookmark that if you want to, right? Because there's so many people in here that's going to be gone or up in the scroll of chat really, really soon. And you won't have access to it anymore. You'll have to, and then for those of you who want to learn how to set up your trading view charts from scratch, maybe you want to do this over the lunch break or after after hours, after the market closes tonight and we're done for the day, it's right here. Right? I don't think those are the same. Yep. Kathy, you can't watch things on YouTube? D-Man will be on. There was a schedule posted. I think D-Man is on after the lunch break. If I'm, don't quote me on that though. Let me see. I can pull up his. Let's see. D-Man is on again at 2:00. Okay, and then finally, for those of you who want to learn about the sniper trade, which I'm going to talk about here for the next 15 minutes, because you'll get plenty of TPS trade. I don't have a setup for TradeStation, Steve, so you'll have to get that from Nate on how to set that up. But the difference is he makes his trades in TradeStation, but he uses TradingView, okay, for charting. So if you can learn TradingView for charting and set it up, you'll have the same charts as both myself and Nate Baer, and they will look pretty similar to D-Man's TC2000. What's up, Asian Trader? How you doing? Good to see you. I put the trading view. It's called TV. It says TV chart setup. That's trading view. If you scroll up just a little bit. Chart on daily profit scanner. So the trading view chart that you get when you click on a name in the in SAM, the scanner, has some limited functionality because it's just a throw. It pulls from TradingView. If you really want to mark up charts and you really want the functionality to find the levels that we're finding, I recommend a TradingView account on your own. That's what I would recommend. LR Allen, just scroll up a little further than in the chat here, and you'll see another one that I posted called TOS, Thinkorswim Chart Setup. You can click that. It's a video you have to watch. I recommend doing that during the lunch hour or after hours. There is no sniper for Thinkorswim, and I'll talk about the sniper here in just a second. There are a few indicators that you can buy, but there aren't free indicators for Thinkorswim setup. Pre123, we scan for TPS using SAM, which Nate will go over, I think, a little bit later today. It's our AI-powered tool to find setups that are ready to go for our TPS setups. Yep. And then Sniper for TradingView. So here is, I will share with you after I tell you about it, my Sniper setup. Okay. So this is the Sniper chart. And what I have here is these colored candles, right? And what these colored candles represent, it's an early signal color change for our normal squeeze histogram, right? So you see these histogram, light blue to dark blue to red to yellow. So this is an indicator that will show you usually 1 bar to 2 bars before when a trend change is coming or a histogram color change is coming. So that in conjunction with this indicator down here, which is called Ready, Aim, Fire. And now this is a paid indicator, right? So you're not going to be able to see this without paying for this indicator. That I don't own it, somebody else does. But we have a way to accomplish the same thing with free indicators, okay? And so this is the chart I'm going to share with you. So I'm going to share with you the Sniper free chart, which will give you the color candle indicators, right? It will give you these change of characters and break of structure indicators. It will not give you the Ready, Aim, Fire. But what it will give is, sorry, not that one, but it will give you this RSI indicator where it's showing overbought and oversold levels. And it will also give you this MACD indicator down below. So you can accomplish the Sniper trades, which I'm going to talk about here in a second, using both the RSI, MACD, and these candle color, early signal candle color change. So what I'm going to do right now is share that in the chat, and then I will teach you the Sniper 1.0 method, the Sniper trade setup. Okay, so if you'd like to load that one up, you can. Okay, and I can show you how we do the Sniper trades here. Okay, so the Sniper 1.0 is a trade setup that is going to capture reversals in the market. Okay, so we may actually have one close to setting up here. But the things that we're looking for, right? Things that we're looking for are an oversold or overbought condition. So using this Ready, Aim, Fire, you can see that this pink line is down below this middle bar, right? That means an oversold condition. We are looking for a candle color change from red to yellow, right? If we're reversing to the upside, we're looking for a oversold or overbought condition, and then we're looking for either a trigger on this Ready, Aim, Fire, right, which is this arrow, or we're looking for a MACD cross. Okay, so you can see here on the MACD indicator, at that same level, we get a MACD cross. So here are, where's my vertical line? Okay, put a vertical line in right there, right? So you can see the MACD cross down here. You can see we're oversold there, and we get a yellow indicator there, candle indicator, and we get a reversal, right? We're usually shooting for about 10 to 15, sometimes 20%. This one actually turned into a 2.0 trade and went significantly higher. But that doesn't always happen. Look, we're also getting a put side indicator here, right? We've gone from light blue to dark blue. We haven't officially gotten a trigger to the downside here, but we do have a MACD cross here. So you could potentially be trying to play this to the downside like on a 2-minute chart, and I usually toggle between a 1-minute and a 2-minute chart. But you'll see we had an earlier false signal, and then we got a bunch of chop right in here. You can kind of see it where we had a couple of false signals. So I'm a little hesitant to want to take that one, especially so close to a double top up here. I think we might actually come in and test this previous high from this morning on this swing. But as you can see down here, this one would have been a great one to trade. And if you had left some on, you could have caught some of this 2.0, which I will talk about tomorrow when I'm on the mic. And I'll do a much larger session on the sniper trade 1.0 and 2.0 because today I only have about 30 minutes to sort of introduce myself, to tell you about my trade method, and then hand off to Nate for the profit surge trader. Yes, ID, I am recording this. And you generally, for these types of trades, I'm using the SPX, and I'm buying 0 DTE options. So what I wanted to put in here, because I do have to jump off of here in about 5 minutes. I have a series of videos that you can watch. These are nice, Nate. Great book on Kava. There's a if you want to get move ahead a little bit and watch a couple of sniper trade videos during your downtime, you can bookmark that as well. There's like 5 or 6 of them that kind of go through what I'm going to talk about this week, but that's up to you. I'll also cover most of it this week. And yeah, these snipers are 0 DTEs. If you're going to play those on the SPY, I recommend learning with just one contract, and then kind of ramping up, right? Going to 2 contracts once you're comfortable and you're profitable, and then you can go to 4 or 5. I don't recommend just jumping into the SPX. That's you'll hear me post, okay, sniper trade on the SPX 1 minute. The SPX is basically 10 times the SPY. So when you're leveraging that much, if you don't understand where your stop is and what your targets are, then that can really get away from you fast, because it's leveraged, and these things move pretty quick based on the algos. You can get yourself in trouble pretty quick, but you can also be pretty profitable pretty quick. So it's a double-edged sword in that sense, Nishard, that's a simpler trading indicator, but I think you can get all of the same things from it without buying it, which I've showed you a little bit, which is the RSI and the MACD, but I'll go into that more later, maybe next week or something. Not next week, I'm sorry, tomorrow. This is the open house. I'll do that tomorrow. All right, that is going to be my time for the moment. Nate has Profit Surge Trader coming on here in about 2 minutes. Like I said at the beginning, don't rush everything. There's tons to learn. It's going to be like drinking through a fire hose. Pace yourself. When there's breaks, take breaks, because there's so much to learn in here. And we're on the mic all the time, and we're trying to help answer questions and helping you understand, because we had that same thing when we were learning, and it's just invaluable to watch somebody else trade live. You just can't replicate it anywhere else. So I'm looking forward to this week, and I'll be on at least twice a day throughout the rest of the week. Today was just a little hokey for me, so I apologize for that, but talk to you all soon.